I'm Rachel Steele with KPIP's Local Voices, and with me today is Kim Thompson with our local Howard County Animal Rescue and Welfare Organization, Paws. Thank you so much for being with us today, Kim.
Well, I am very happy to be here, Rachel.
Now, many of us already know about Paws, but for those who don't, please tell us briefly what Paws is, what it stands for, and what you guys do.
Okay, you bet. Paws stands for Pet Adoption and Welfare Service, and we promote animal health and welfare in Howard County. We network to find foster homes and forever homes for stray dogs and cats. In 2019, we adopted 20 dogs and cats out to people. We also transport dogs and cats to Columbia for low-cost space neuters. And in 2019, we transported 197 dogs and cats.
Oh, wow.
When you think each one of those dogs and cats, if they were left intact, they would have reproduced exponentially. I mean, that's an excellent way to try to bring the dog and cat overpopulation under control. So anyway, we're doing our part is what I'm saying. So
and you do feral cats too.
Yes, and that 197 dogs and cats, a good portion of that is feral cats, because you can do like 10 at a time, when you transport them. Yeah. So we're trying with the feral cat population. And now at this point, let me add that, as your listeners probably know, a lot of veterinary services have been temporarily halted because of the virus, and that's what's going on in Columbia. The low-cost spay-neuter clinic has temporarily closed their doors, but as soon as they reopen their doors, we'll continue that. So, and then the other thing we do is we help animals whose owners are unable to afford veterinary care. And in 2019, we spent nearly $12,000 on vet bills for Paws animals, as well as owned animals whose owners were unable to pay. And so that's I really feel good about all those services that we do.
Yes, thank you for all you do to help pet lovers and animals in Howard County.
Okay, all right.
Now, with the coronavirus keeping many people isolated inside their homes, there are some people who are looking for some company and considering getting a companion animal at this time. Is that a good idea?
Well, Rachel, I'm gonna say no, because we advise against impulse adoption. By impulse adoption, I'm referring to a short-term desire for a companion animal. And when you're adopting a dog or a cat, you are committing yourself to 10 to 20 years of taking care of another member to your family. It's a huge commitment, and you don't want to go into it without thinking it through thoroughly. So if you're just going stir crazy from having to stay home all the time, and you're thinking, it would be so much fun to have a puppy to play with while I'm home, that's great, and it would be great. But if you're the type of person that is gone a lot, maybe you work long hours at your job, or you socialize outside of your home and you're gone a lot, it really would not be a good idea to get a dog. Now, I will say this, though. If you're gone a lot, a cat would be a wonderful pet, and a cat would be a wonderful pet if you're quarantined at home, or you either a self-quarantine or imposed by a health professional. So I guess I will say that a cat would be a wonderful companion animal to get if you're really wanting some company during this time.
Exactly. They're a little more low maintenance.
Exactly. They don't require quite so much time and attention. They do fine when they spend long hours by themselves. So that if you're one of the the kind of person I was describing, you're the type to be gone a lot, a cat would do fine. The cat would actually be happier if you're home, but a cat will do fine spending many hours at home alone. A dog, no. A dog needs a lot more attention and care, needs to be walked, and just needs a lot more care. Like you said, a lot more maintenance.
So what should people consider before making a decision to get a companion animal? If they've been thinking about this for a while and they're going to do it, I mean, we're talking like children in the house.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you've got it. Yeah. You want to be careful about having little children because children may not have the maturity to treat a dog or a cat appropriately, you know. So you want to consider that. You want to consider, does anybody have allergies to dogs or cats? And sometimes if you don't have a dog or a cat, you may not know that. And you really don't want to get a dog or a cat and then find out that somebody, either yourself or a family member, is allergic. So you'll have to find, it's advisable for you to find that out beforehand. And then also consider your schedule. If, again, just like I was saying before, if you're gone a lot, you're not a good candidate for a dog, but you'd be a wonderful cat owner, you know. So just think about children in the home, any potential allergies, your schedule, and your facilities. A dog needs lots of exercise, and are you able to walk the dog? You know, are you physically able? Do you have the time to walk a dog? So those are some of the factors to think about if you're.
You know, the pet's maintenance, vet needs, toys, supplies. I mean, you got to buy cat food. We just got home from Walmart, and we spent a lot of money on our cats. And we do that every month. We've got 4 of them. And we love them to death. And
you love them to death, you bet.
But they are expensive. Now,
They are.
What about fostering an animal through Paws? That could be something that someone could do during this COVID pandemic. What about that? What's involved with that?
You're exactly right. And that if you're the type that you're gone a lot, but you're forced to be home during this coronavirus pandemic going on, well, this would be a great time to foster a dog or a cat. First, you're approved by the board. We just determine if you're able and have the facilities to care for a dog or a cat. Then, when we place the dog or cat in your home, we pay for food and vet bills. And all you do is provide the time and the love. So you don't have to put out money if you foster a dog for Paws, but it's still a big commitment. It's just like having another member to your family, joining your family when you have a dog or a cat, and even a cat requires a fair amount of time and energy.
So if someone has decided that they're ready to get an animal, does Paws currently have any animals up for adoption or fostering?
Yes, we do. Rachel, we have a spayed black lab mixed dog, young. She's 6 months old. She has had her shots, her distemper, parvo, and rabies shots, and she's heartworm negative, and she's currently she's taking heartworm preventative, so she'll be a healthy dog to whoever adopts her. And her foster mother tells me that when you talk to her, she rubs her face with her paws. And it's just so darn cute. So her foster mom just is really enamored with her. So.
And what's the dog's name?
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I ever said it. Her name is Bailey. That's
Bailey.
But if you adopt a dog, you can name the dog anything you want. But at this point, the foster mom has named this dog Bailey. And then we have 2 cats. Now, these cats are not officially Paws cats, but we're helping the people who have adopted these cats. We're helping them to find homes for these cats.
Gotcha.
And one's a cute little striped cat, probably 7 or 8 months old, kind of young. She's spayed. She's had her rabies. And then we have a black and white, real pretty tuxedo cat, also a female, spayed, has had her rabies. And the black and white tuxedo cat, her name, not surprisingly, is Oreo. And the stripy cat, her name is Nixa. And they're both very affectionate cats. So those are, now you wouldn't, there's no adoption fee because we're just helping other people find homes for those cats.
Exactly. And we have those animals on our website. I do have a question. What about, on our website we have a dog named Tinkerbell. Did Tinkerbell get adopted?
Oh, no. Tinkerbell is the same situation as the cats. Tinkerbell belongs to somebody who needs to rehome her, and we're helping this person get this dog spayed and get her shots updated. And Rachel, I did forget about Tinkerbell, so thank you for mentioning her. Yeah, she's still available for adoption. Yeah.
Where else can people find companion animals that need good homes?
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of organizations. Let me mention ARFFMO, and ARFFMO stands for Animal Responsibility for Fayette, Missouri, and it was founded by Catherine Ward, and she still leads that organization, and it's just a marvelous organization. They focus, although they're not totally this, but they focus on pit bull dogs. And their aim is to improve the lives of pit bulls. So they'll take in stray pit bull dogs and find good homes for them. So, but they do have other dogs because they're not strictly limited to that breed. And then I'll also mention, Kathy Ward would be unhappy with me if I don't mention this. It's really difficult to identify a dog as 100% pit bull because there's lots of breeds that are real similar to a pit bull dog. So when I say pit bull, I'm talking about the breed that has a really large muscular chest and a muscular neck and a kind of large head and small ears. But that really refers to that can be a terrier, that could be a St. Bernard mix. St. Bernard's kind of distinctive, but what I'm saying is there's a great variety of those bull type dogs, and so. But anyway, Kathy just has a heart for those dogs, and so she focuses on those. Also, there's the Boonville Animal Shelter. They have animals. Central Missouri Humane Society in Columbia, another wonderful organization. They have lots of animals. Second Chance, and you just have to find their contact information on the internet. And then another good source is to go to the website Pet Finder. That's PETFINDER, and that you just plug in what kind of animal you want and what geographic area you want to adopt that animal from, and they'll pop up from several organizations that post animals on Pet Finder.
That is wonderful. Pet Finder. We'll make sure that we get that on our website. Any other advice that you could give someone looking to adopt right now?
If you have a heart for animals, there's lots of them out there that who would bless your life if you're able and willing to adopt them.
So if they're ready to adopt, how can people get a hold of Paws?
Oh, best way, call the Paws number, which this is it, 660-248-2739. And I'll repeat that, 660-248-2739. Or you can go to our Facebook page, and to find that, you spell out the letters Paws, PAWS, Pet Adoption and Welfare Service. And I'll tell you, the name Paws has been used a lot throughout the nation. So we've been mistaken for other organizations that have the same name as us. And maybe the letters stand for something else. But anyway.
So make sure that we get to the right one.
The Fayette Paws, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, thanks so much for being with me today, Kim. And thank you for all you do for the community.
Oh, bless you, Rachel. Well, thank you for all that you do for the community. I happen to know a lot that you do that other people don't know about. So I guess, and maybe that's another time and place to relate that. So
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay.
If you'd like to listen to this interview again, log on to our Facebook page at KPIP-LP Fayette for a replay and more info on this interview. For KPIP's Local Voices, I'm Rachel Steele with 94.7 KPIP.